There was Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my...
Wait, isn't that Chiori? She's actually at her shop today? Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her
I'm a woman of my... Now, remember to not fold the gown. Or store...
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
Oh. That. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun. But it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs, too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon. Come to think of it.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. Why would anyone? In the end, fashion.
Huh. Okay, so maybe all that complicated stuff is...
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the
Ooh, are you using material...
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the...
Oh, Paimon get...
Ugh.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though.
No need to worry. I've already taken...
Excuse me! Coming through! Coming through! Shiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm...
Deep breaths, Kirara.
Oh, so Kirara's the...
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's been a while. Maybe next time. Considering how late this delivery is, I'm not sure this is the time to play card. Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders?
Well, I didn't
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Alright. They were a little different from...
So it was a
My fabric?
Yeah, they said...
Oh, are you...
I'm good,
Well, is there something else that you keep...
Huh?
Perhaps I...
You always know how to... So, I cut one of the band... And who might... Shiori, why don't we just...
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking...
Alright.
Uter. No, that...
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
So you both know...
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh, so he's like a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty. Well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will fuel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week. Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Komania Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest... Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Chevras, we meet again.
Well, things have been fine on my end. I suppose the trade-off is that
Well, you were...
So,
Indeed it did. I'll need you.
I only ever hear that phrase.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Okay.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the special patrol?
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder. An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder. Antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that.
I need to get out more.
This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat.
You know, Chevras, Paimon gets the sense...
It's just as Chiori said.
Does Chiori...
I'd say it's mutual. The uniform, the musket, but put them in a clothing boot.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain. As a result, Chiori often picks up on all...
You scratch my...
Exactly. And in some very rare... So, who got on her case this...
Oh, so this is...
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior. So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare...
Officer, an assault!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene... Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging...
Apologies, officer.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have...
That's all from me.
We'll see about that.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go flying out like that?
Now's not the time to be accepting
Oh, not... I started with a...
insults and
Believe it or not,
you could have
I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine. Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances all...
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rusula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good.
I'm being serious.
Wait, you don't...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed,
There's really no need.
well, you certainly should. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends. Yes, well put.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chiori brand, yes?
Well... I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chiori brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
All of it? Your business would have to get pretty huge then.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chiori branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
Most of the clothes you see during Fashion Week are meant to showcase the designer's vision. They're not exactly suitable for ready-to-wear use. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and... I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs. I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already she's not a little kid!
Is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
So hard to pick the perfect
Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
so hard to pick the
Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara.
Sounds like Navia
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit,
It's like finding the
Indeed.
Huh. And
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially.
oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Indeed. Give me a moment.
Set them up.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with
Whoa, there sure is a...
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design. Anyway, over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you... Your gown will be ready next week, so...
Oh, no, nothing like... but you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return...
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more... It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for...
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just...
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time.
That's true. Come.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return.
Oh, could I ask?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations?
Oh, no need. You don't have to.
And I'd be happy to process that for you.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes?
Surely the entire population of...
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I... Please calm down.
What?
Haven't you heard? Chioria Boutique has been exposed for...
And just who is it that...
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here.
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now.
You...
Off!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for—
Got it.
Chiori.
They couldn't be more fabricated. The real goal here—
If you...
The best way to respond to public skepticism—
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of—
It's our accessories.
What? No accessories? Not even the—
Yes, that's what their messenger—
And what about the models we have?
I think they'll—
Even the suppliers believe...
Is the messenger's—
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no...
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbon.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Ryloth, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
Yeah, and we can
Thank you. In that case...
Did you read the paper today?
By the way, we really are just going to...
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business part.
Who is it?
Venger, we've worked together all these years.
Straightforward as always,
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger? I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most...
So, these rumors.
No, not at all.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of
You would think that. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how
Every house?
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Shiori.
What sort?
A photo of...
Yesterday?
Ooch.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, the true Chioria boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria...
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you...
Yeah, he was the...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival...
But that was so long...
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be one. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth...
Venger, are you sure you...
But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this, but my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week. Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this...
You're free to wait things out, Venger.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you in...
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is...
Well, fair enough. Then, I suppose all there's left to say is... best of luck.
Understood.
So,
Without the accessories... Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. I should have seen it.
well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless...
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
It's my pleasure. I've met... She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera. Monsieur... Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she...
She was just here.
If you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what...
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public. It's also true that her way of
This is all terrible. Wait a second.
that would only make the situation...
You've got a point. Elaf, we're back! Oh, who's this?
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect...
Oh, no, not at all.
So you've come a...
Yeah, you probably don't know this. But after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day. My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in. He probably noticed how often I talked.
And then?
And then.
But didn't you?
Yes. When I came to. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori.
It is good. It's just. After I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the.
Ah.
Well, see, that wasn't. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing.
Huh? So what?
Yeah. Miss Chiori.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your
Huh?
I think it'd go a lot.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Huh?
Well, we were.
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue.
All right, sounds good.
Add at. Thank you for Add Astra.
There you are, Chiori!
Huh? How did you know where I...
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't...
I'm not upset. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Sorry about that. I'm the only one here.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and...
Yeah. It's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Oh, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needle, it was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often... On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated.
Well, that's a great dream to...
After that, I came all the way to the Court of Fun. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing. Oh, yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue... Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day.
Ooh, looks like you've got your...
Back? It was never gone to begin with.
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to...
Sounds good! Well, as for Fashion Week...
Huh? When did this become an either...
But your accessory...
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what... To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea... Thinking about all that, I just... can't bear to take even one step back. The sea. Come, let's...
Chiori! Wait, hold up!
Yeah.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitwell? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head—
Yes, but don't forget. Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja vu? Well, Annie...
Well, I can't. All this.
What else can we have?
I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
You got it!
You heard me. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream.
I had to make something work. If it worked back then, what?
What? You worked so...
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. No need to be nervous, of course. Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions.
Wipe out!
Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... What? Who did this? Give me their names, since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see...
What is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler... Oh, so that's...
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course! Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits.
Now, if only you'd keep...
As if you'd... Plus, with how much your intel has helped...
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell...
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to... When are you going to get...
Actually...
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help.
I'm done with my interview! Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Who did this? Give me names! I'll make sure...
Not this again.
Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's...
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Paimon's glad to hear it! Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right? Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the new designs.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Utera fair and square at the show.
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, comfort...
Understood. Then we'll have...
All right. Okay, then... Oh,
Oh, you're here.
Chiori!
Just a few steps.
Wow, that's cutting it real close.
Don't worry.
Okay, but...
His factory is usually open to... We're just curious
Well, when...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there.
What?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments.
Alright. Ugh, it's really creepy. Paimon would...
You make a good point.
The Shelby...
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests. First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Well, Tara seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where... These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
It's here! This place is filthy!
Look over there.
Ugh. That water looks super nasty! So he was actually the one—
No wonder his clothes always felt weird. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes—
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
That's terrible! This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court! Alright, let's keep going. it look like there's a path here?
Follow me. Let's go up.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
Seems like he knew.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because...
But you're practically at each other's throats.
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to for my part. I gambled it all, and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end, well...
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on it.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is...
He's just...
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over... Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruder. Entering expulsion mode.
Where by my sword? Time to shine!
Cyclone!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruder. Entering expulsion mode.
Bring it on!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruder. Entering expulsion mode.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance! At last!
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you
More mechanical guards?
Oh, but this...
What? Destroying Chiori?
Proving that fashion is me... Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all...
Fashion is about aspiring towards...
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll...
That's what you've been... You weren't like...
He realized long ago how...
You gave up on your dream. But that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to You think you understand. This whole...
Pathetic. What?
You're right. Maybe I'll... But more pitiful still are cow...
You...
Yeah, just leave it...
No.
But...
It'll be fine. I'll deal with him. Some lesson.
Catch up with us.
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after
Still trying.
No matter what you've been through, if I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show.
The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
an enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin!
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great!
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it...
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Tevat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spinus...
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe...
Our signatures are the...
Pair would need an alias, of course.
So, does that mean your signboard is...
Ooh, that's... And a bit...
Miss Chiori! I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steam...
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need.
Huh?
Of course. The same goes for you, too.
What about some...
Thank you, Chiori.
Well, I don't really need anything. I don't need anything either. Actually, that... Huh? About that. The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization. Using...
Shiver.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the special...
Enjoyed that.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do...
And if I had...
No.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you.
All right, I won't argue with you.
Well, friends,
I'll have to take... Oh, by the way...
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure they'll...
You know him?
Thanks again.
My pleasure. Oh, that was really quite a...
You don't say.
All right, all right.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late.
A place with the...
Perfect. I'll be right there.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But...
Here, take this.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon...
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak,